Now before you put any cartridges or anything in, what you have to do is go to your CISS bottles, and what you do is pull out the small plug and put in the filter on each colour. You must do that before you put your cartridges into the printer. Once you've done that, you're fine. If you don't, the air can't get in. So do that, and make sure that your CIS is the same level as the printer as it is here on the table. Don't have it higher. So you make sure they're in, no higher than the printer, and you're ready to go. Right, in this video I'm going to show you how to put a CIS onto a HP Photosmart B109. That's a B109. It takes the HP 364 cartridges. And to start with, what you do is you take out the head, and if you look in here, I've got it under the light there, can you see those 4 rubber rings you've got on there? They've got some ink on them because I put them in previously to test the CIS, but if you look there, there's 4 rubber rings. It's very important that you take the head out and put those 4 rubber rings on there. If you don't do it, ink will just pour through the head. So do make sure that you put those rubber rings on before you do anything else. Once you've got your rubber rings on, you put the head back into the printer with this arm still up. You get your CIS that's got the orange protection clips on, and you just take those off, ready for the CIS to go into the printer. Now what I'm going to do here is I'm going to leave the black one on, not because there's anything wrong, it's just that it makes it so much easier, because on this 4-system one, the black one is a bit more difficult to get in line if you're trying to put them all in at the same time. So I'm leaving the black one on to get these 3 colours in to start with, and then we'll do the black. So you've got your chips on. You've already seen the video how to do the chips earlier on the page. Once you've got your chips on, you're all ready. Turn them over. Leave your black one on to start with because it makes it a lot easier. Just turn them over and get your 3 colours in as quick as you can. Now they're all in, so it makes sure that we haven't got a load of ink leaking over while we messed around with this black one. But now we can do it, so we'll take the clip off and get it in. There it is. All the cartridges are in. Don't be concerned about air in the pipe. If you get air in the pipe, don't worry about it, that will disappear soon. And when you've got your piping in, as soon as you can, get that arm back down so it holds the cartridges into place and stops any extra ink going through. It keeps it nice and tight. So you've got your cartridges in. I'll just repeat again though, just before I go any further, to remind you, it's very important that you put those little rubber bung circular things on at the beginning. So we've got them in. Now we've got to get the clips and etc. into place so that it'll hold the piping and not get trapped. Now HP have made it so difficult nowadays to fit CIS and things like that. They keep coming up with all these tight things and moulding the lid and everything. So they're making it harder for CIS because they just want to rip you off on the cartridges. So what Andy has done, who I passed the business over to when I had my brain operation, he's had to come up with a couple of fabricated clips and things like that. He's made them himself. They're a bit crude, but when it boils down to it, they work. So you get one of these with the stickies on, and you peel the sticky off. If you can see that. And all you do is go up to here and stick it across that gap there. If you look there, that's in place there. Now we've got to get this over to the right so we can put the next part on. Well, that's quite easy really, because all we have to do is switch the printer off, and that will go across to the right. There we go, that's off, and that's across to the right. Now if you just look here on the lid, that's the door sensor. It senses the door's open. Now with the CISS you have to have the door open a little bit, so what we're going to do is just take this up so the printer thinks that the door is closed at all times. If we don't take that up, you see, that'll sit down a bit when the printer's open a little bit, and it'll think the door's open all the time. So don't forget to do that. Tape up your little sensor there. We're just about ready now to put the next bit on. Now this is the bit that Andy's made to go across the middle. Nobody has got a clip already manufactured, so what he's had to do is make these himself. It is a bit crude again, but at the same time it does the job properly, and I'm sure that in time he'll be able to develop